Today, I'm going to be recreating 3 clips from a 15-year-old BMX edit that I was a part of called Sponge and Brant Moore. And in that video, I was riding a bike that looks very similar to the one behind me right here, my brand new bike. You can check out all the build videos and everything to do with that on my channel. But I thought it'd be fun to take a look back over 15 years at this point, because the clips had to have been filmed before the video came out, and see if I can redo them. I know I'll be able to do every single one of them, but I thought it would be fun to do that in this session today. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the video and the clips and all of that throughout the process, because looking back, Sponge and Brant Moore, released in 2011, was the very first video that I was a part of that really had anything happen with it. And we'll talk more about that as the video goes. But the first trick that I'm going to be doing right now is a kind of like a 3-tap to fakie, or kind of a 360 hurricane moonwalk or chainsaw back pedal to fakie on that spine right there. I remember doing this trick, and I remember it just like working, and I think I was trying to do hurricanes on the spine to fakie, and even maybe 540 hurricanes, because I know I filmed those too. And for some reason I kept backpedaling. I feel like it was one of those happy accident clips, and then finally it was like, yep, I'm just gonna do that. And then it just worked right away, and I did it. So hopefully I was able to find the raw footage for that clip, and I'm gonna see if I can get that one done first here. It's funny looking back at these kinds of things, because I remember this clip was filmed from the rail that was where these bolts used to be at. It was sat right here. And it probably matches the angle from the clip pretty well. So I'm gonna put it on the ground right there. We don't have a rail anymore, but yeah, gonna get to work on this one. It's kind of a weird trick to start the session with, but it's fun because looking back like this 15 years ago is crazy to think about. So let's see if we can get this one done as quick as possible. With a little bit of research and tinkering, I think I found a very similar angle. I must not have filmed it from over there and filmed it from somewhere right in here with a tripod or something, because right here, oops, I'm gonna fall on this tripod, works perfectly. Immediate first impressions is that this is actually harder than I remember it being, and a little bit scary, but it's gonna work. I got into it. I think I found a better angle than what I was even saying before, and I think I'm just postponing the inevitable at this way, so we should get it done. Oh, that was Well, that worked out, and it was almost exactly the same as the original clip. So while I was doing this, I felt like I could do a 5-tap. I think I want to do that, and I also want to get a different angle on this. Looking back, that wasn't the best angle to film this trick from, so I want to do this again. Dang it. So while I'm in the middle of trying to land this for a 3rd time, because for whatever reason the first 2 I can't be happy with, I wanted to talk a little bit about the video and what happened with it and whatnot. So Sponge and I filmed this video together after I put together a video for the crew of riders here locally called 691. I put together a video for all of the local people, and then we started filming, and then this video that we came out with, Sponge and Brant Moore, was the first video that I ever had that went on to the come up. And with that, I emailed it directly to Adam22, and he posted it on there, and it was a funny email and funny description with it. But then the video did pretty well, and at the time I had no idea who Adam22 was. I didn't know anything. When the video came out and it went up onto the come up, Sponge and I were right over there talking, and he goes, "It's pretty cool for Adam to have said what he did about the video. because that guy probably sees a lot of videos. And I was like, who? I don't even know who you're talking about. The guy I emailed the video to. So there's some funny backstory there while I'm in the middle of purgatory trying to land this trick again. All right, it's to that point where I'm over it. I did a 5 tap on it. It's really, really, really hard. So the first 2 that I did, I guess they were good enough. And speaking of back pedals, chainsaws, moonwalks, the next trick from that edit is a 5 tap back pedal to foot jam on the quarterback there behind me. Yeah. I'm probably not gonna be able to get the exact angle from it because I don't have a tripod that can be human height the way that I did the first time I did it, but we'll get it close. And this one will be fun too. It's like a common theme, and I'm sure some of you, if you've ever filmed BMX edits over a long period of time, have had tricks that you've done repeatedly, or you've had themes of things that have cycled through. And this, you know, back tire spinning, back pedaling thing has been one of those for me. So this one, a lot harder than I remember. I'm glad I got it done at least semi-quickly, and then the perfectionist in me just wants to do it again and again and again and again and again. Sometimes it's not gonna happen, and that's okay. So let's move on to the next one. Yeah. Hopefully I was able to find the raw original clip so that you could have seen it without the music or anything like that from the edit. That was filmed on a tripod that was right there. And my buddy Patrick Lacey is the one who pushed start and stop for the recording. I remember this because he was at the park just stopping by to say hi. Didn't have a bunch of time, and I, for some reason, decided to ask him to film this because at this point in time, I hadn't yet figured out that I could push record myself and let it record for a while and then come back and stop it instead of having someone there constantly starting and stopping the video. So he was there and he's the one who did it. I remember it happened quickly because he didn't have a lot of time and I was able to make it happen. And I think I found pretty close of an angle that's not exactly, but kind of reminiscent of it. So right here. Boom. There it is, and hopefully we can make it happen as fast today as I made it happen back then. It's starting to get pretty windy here, but from my past couple videos where it was super windy, you really couldn't even tell, but check the angle and honestly, it's close and it feels close enough, and it may even be better than the original because I have no idea why I filmed this clip and had it set up so that the bars were covering the foot jam and covering so much of my front tire. I think I just wanted it filmed from the back like that, and that's what I got. So let's see if we can make this happen. Oh, there we go. That's it. Oh. After rewatching the clip a couple times here, trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong, figured out that in the original one, I backpedaled much more slowly. And in the first attempt where I tried to do that, I almost had it. So I think that is key. And I'm pretty sure I've already taken longer to land this than I did originally back before 2011, over 15 years ago. Get good, me. Listen, we gotta talk. Now I know I was talking about being a perfectionist with the spine trick, but that was horrible. I have to do that again. Crap. I guess we're just gonna do it again. Okay, I watched it. It could have been worse. I'm gonna give it a few more and see if I can do it better. It was much cleaner, but it was still not as good as the one I did 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't know if you can hear my voice, but my voice is half gone from the weekend being the middle of nowhere contest. All right, no excuses, not making them. I just need to land this, get the foot jam a little bit steeper like the one that I slid out on. And speaking of that one, look at my tire mark. I slid literally the entirety of the surface of the transition, but I know I can do it. I've gotten into them, I've landed two. I had the one, let's just get it. There it is. Still not as steep as the one that I did back in 2011, but I'm calling that one good. And it's kind of funny. We started Lip Lords in 2013, and this video came out in 2011. And you can see some of the basis and building blocks for the Lip Lords videos in this stuff that I'm doing, where I'm starting to add things to 5 taps and whatnot. So it's kind of cool to look back and think about that in hindsight. And as I do more of these, you will really see where the stuff that very beginning in Lip Lords started to come from. But we have another trick here, and honestly, it's the easiest one, I think. The trick is quite simply it's just a foof to ice to tire tap to foot jam, and I did it pretty quickly in succession, where it's like foof, ice, tap, foot jam, all mechanically and sequentially like that. Sponge filmed that one by hand, so I don't really have a good way to duplicate that angle either, but I'm gonna try and see what I can come up with here. Either way, this has been fun, and let's get this one done next. All right, so I got it as close as I possibly can. It turns out Sponge actually kind of did one of these numbers and then ended up right about there. And so I think that's gonna work out. And with that being said, hopefully this one happens quickly. I watched it again, played it a couple times here, and it didn't happen as fast as I thought it did in succession. So I think I could probably even improve upon this one. Man, I hope. With the way these other ones have gone, I hope. So obviously I got it first try there, but again, I want to improve upon it and see if I can do it better. And the foot jam in my first one back in 2011 was super steezed out, so let's see if we can make that happen. Now that I've landed it a couple times from the original angle, I'm gonna film it from a different angle, try and really steez one out. We're calling that one good. I'm not even gonna watch it. It felt really good, and I don't. So I'm gonna call it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my new bike. And if you haven't seen the build video, go watch it. Thank you to the Mug Club members for supporting, YouTube members also for supporting, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this sesh at the skate park, recreating 15-year-old clips on my brand new bike that looks just like the bike that I was riding back then. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.